Hey, all my beautiful sunshines, it's Sunny Bunny here, and we are back to playing the first tree. Now, it took me a little while, but I finally got on top of this big, gigantic rock. So, we're gonna keep going. I had to go up on this ledge over here. I did miss one of those star thingies, but we can keep going. So, let's try to go this way. Oh, maybe I have to go down that way. Let's go down this way, because that sounds. Whee! Did I miss anything? Nope. There's a guy right here, though. 26. I know we might have had more than that last time, but it started me back at the beginning and I forgot some of them. Oh, what's this?
If there was some way I could take my love of drawing
Aww.
and turn it into a way of escape, nothing would make me happy.
Really?
I wanted to create instead of tearing trees down. I wanted to move to the lower 48, not because I hated it there in Alaska, but I hated the idea of it. It's like all of that spite inside me had created this monster which followed me around my whole teenage years. I put so much energy into doing what others didn't expect of me. Why did I do that?
I don't know.
There's one fact you're forgetting, though. If you didn't have that fire in you, we probably would have never met.
That's true.
You're absolutely right.
Really?
Maybe the destination is all that matters in the end. But then why am I awake? Why am I seeing this fox go on her journey? And why can't I stop thinking about my dad?
These are all very, very good questions. Why do I feel like I'm running to like stuff that's like never going anywhere? This game is getting really good, guys. I love how if you look at the sun, it kind of like blinds you. I know I talked about graphics before, but this is starting to get really, really good.
Even at my most distant, at the times when I detested him the most, he kept reaching out. For a year straight, he asked me every week when we were going camping. I thought he was just dense. Eventually, to shut him up, I agreed. We carried out the worn lawn chairs from the garage and set up a cinder block campfire at the site we'd always used behind the house. We walked down the mountain path, talking in the warm sunshine we only got a couple months of the year. Those 3 obsidian rocks shimmered alongside the shore, almost like
Obsidian
sparklers
rocks.
pressed against a dark window.
That's what this is.
I'll never forget that wet stone on my feet, or how those massive mountains looked even bigger in the lake's reflection. I felt small, but grateful. As the sun set, my dad found something I hadn't seen for a long time. The tree where I'd made my first carving when I was 6. I hadn't even carved it. My dad had helped me, but I still called it my tree. Something about seeing my name there made me open up, and we talked about everything that night in that old camouflage tent. I told him how much I loved sketching and design, and how it would be a dream to study architecture in Seattle. I told him how I didn't get along with my friends much anymore, but that I didn't mind being alone. He told me he was there for me, and he joked that if all he had to do was write my name on a tree to finally get me to talk, he would have left me carved logs with novels on them in front of my room every morning.
Aww.
I don't know why it took me that long to realize it, but it was then I knew how much he had sacrificed for me.
He's starting to realize how much his dad did for him, even though sometimes you hate your parents. You gotta realize what they gave up to make you happy and to do what they needed to do for you.
My dad built a lot of stuff in his free time. If he wasn't watching fly fishing or reading Tom Clancy novels, he was carving something. He made tons of birdhouses. Not that he was into bird watching. I think he really missed working and adding on to the home. If he couldn't afford the time to build onto our own house, he would have to settle with watching birds move into their little homes.
Aww.
We kept an old mattress in the bed of that ugly yellow truck. It's So we would drive it deep into the woods and then watch the birds fly into their houses while the sun set.
That sounds
Usually it
so
was accompanied
soothing.
by venison jerky or a cold Coke, but not a lot of talking, which is how we both liked it.
That sounds so soothing. It really, really, really does. That sounds so soothing. Just like those certain, and the soundtrack for this game, guys. I talked about the soundtrack before, but it's really, really soothing. And there's just so much to explore and stuff. Like, you don't know where to go. Just so much that you're just like, I don't even know where to begin with certain things like this. Let's go down here, maybe it'll take us in a complete circle, and then we have to go back. We're at 34. What is this? This is the bed they were talking about. The mattress. Any big things around here that I can scratch up and hear a memory from? Whoa. This is the other rock. This is one of the other rocks. There we go. There's the second one. Now I gotta go find the third one. Whee! We're gonna fall! Oh, that was a long drop for that fox.
On our property, there were old abandoned pieces of a shed and car long left unused. I used to ask him all the time who those people were that left all this junk. And I'm sure he got so tired of hearing it that he made up some elaborate stories how a brown bear ate them and haunted the woods afterwards.
Oh, really?
What's funny is I think it made those people seem more real. Growing up thinking they were still hanging out, like they couldn't say goodbye.
Aww.
I used to tell my friends how I could swear I saw spirits move near the water. And that
Oh,
always
really?
freaked them out.
Spirits. Move near the
I guess
water,
it
huh?
didn't bother me, because the way I saw it, they were normal people with old cars and sheds, just trying to figure out how to survive
Oh.
and be happy in the middle of nowhere. It was a cool thought that they didn't want to leave, but you know, I was a weird kid.
Well, you had good company since those ghosts liked living in a place where they were brutally devoured.
Darn it, I only got one. Alrighty, so let's go. Let's go explore some more, guys. Let's see. Sorry that the camera's either a little off or there's a lot of roughage. A lot of roughage. Just look at this, like, art design, guys. It's so pretty. The different color of the leaves, the different color of the trees. I will never stop talking about how pretty this game is. Art designers, developers, I just wanted to let you know you did a really good job with this game. art-wise. And whoever made the soundtrack, I love you because the soundtrack is beautiful. If you have this soundtrack maybe on like a vinyl or a CD or a DVD, I would really like it. Sunny Bunny, look me up. Thank you. Let's see, let's go over here. This place is so big. Oh, is that the last one? This might be the last one over here, guys. Or maybe I already got this one. No, I already got that one. This was the one that was over here. What's over here? Can I get through here? No, I can't even. No, I can't even try to get through here. It stops me from trying to get through there. Okay. Alrighty. So let's see. Let's go over here. Let's see what's over here. Some pretty stuff. There's some pretty stuff over here. I am determined to... Why is there... Okay, there's just a random fishing pole. That works. That works. Just a random fishing pole. Oops. Silly fox, stop running into stuff. Whoa. What is this?
We were happiest underneath the evergreens. We decided it was time to finally map out the hundreds of acres we lived on, just to pass the time during the summer. He was only free in the evenings, so I would spend the day wasting time on dial-up internet and sketching, and then we would rush into the woods, pen and map in hand, before evening fell. Sometimes the aurora borealis would cast a cold green glow on the mountainside, and we would finish our route underneath a twilight sky. Sometimes I was lonely during those summer days, but there was comfort in the routine.
A lot of teenagers aren't looking for the daily grind, though. There's nothing wrong with wanting to get out, to leave your childhood home.
No, that's not
You
true.
wanted to progress, to make something of yourself.
That's what. Isn't
Yeah,
that?
you're right. That house. I'm sure it's the same as how I left it. Then why does it feel so different?
I doubt you're the only adult to have looked back and asked that question.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, I bet there's a lot of people who go back to their old houses and they're like, why doesn't this feel the same? Why is this completely different than I remember it? Because you haven't lived in there in some plus years. It's gonna feel different. You're not just gonna walk out and walk right into the home that you lived in for 30 to something years and just say, oh yeah, that feels exactly the way it was supposed to be. Nobody's house feels like that. I mean, like when I originally moved out of my parents' room, it didn't feel like that. It did not feel like that at all. Where am I? Got it. Sorry if I go off topic. I do that sometimes. I just go off topic, so I apologize for that in advance. Okay. There was literally nothing here for me to do. I don't know why oh. Oh crap, am I stuck? Oh crap, I'm stuck, aren't I? Yay, I'm stuck! It seems like I'm trying to move, but I can't. And then can I walk up? No. Okay. Okay, well, I'm actually gonna leave this episode here, guys, because I just got myself stuck. So hopefully you guys are liking this series. Sorry that this game was very, very short today. It would have been longer if I didn't get myself stuck. I'm trying to get myself out, and I can't move. So I don't really want to restart the game for you guys, so hopefully you guys are liking this series. If you do, give it a thumbs up, give it a like. If you want to see more, like, comment, subscribe down below, and make sure you click on my name right in the corner and click on the little bell so you get notifications when I post videos. And if you want to see more games or more vlogs, let me know down in the comment sections below. If you have any questions for me, let me know. And hopefully you guys have a great rest of your week, and I will see you all later. Stay sunny.